Remember, there's no right or wrong. All of them aim at the same direction, but they use different techniques. Which therapy is the right one for you? Probably you've heard about cognitive behavioral therapy or psychoanalysis or schema therapy, but you don't really know what are the differences and why is one the right one and not the other one? And should you do the same one that your friend or partner or family member do and follow the same? Well, one thing is that they all aim at the same direction. They aim at making you feel better, making you feel more aware or have better relationships, but they go through different paths. They go through different tools and techniques. So this is why we're here today. Hi, my name is Vassia. I'm a psychologist and founder and CEO of Anti-Loneliness, the mental health company who has been supporting individuals, groups, and couples in their mental health, in their relationships for more than a decade. So today, this is the third video that I have created in regards to therapy. We have tons of questions about therapy, and this video is about specifically the different therapeutic approaches. And today I'm going to present 11 of them. Yes, there are more than 11, trust me, but there are 11 that we will talk about here in this video. A disclaimer before I start. I'm not trained and certified and accredited in all of these. I have been trained in schema therapy, emotionally focused therapy, and cognitive behavioral therapy. And these are therapeutic approaches that I really use all the time in my sessions with my clients. But as a psychologist, I have learned about all the other styles during my studies. I have also followed courses because I want to see, what it is about, maybe get some tools from there. And that leads me to the second thing that I want to say before we start. You might find a therapist that uses only one therapeutic approach, but you might also find somebody who is a more integrative psychologist or therapist, which means that they are using tools and techniques from more than one therapeutic approaches, because then they can tailor their approach and their treatment to the needs of each individual instead of following only one protocol, only one set of techniques and exercises. So, with that said, remember, there's no right or wrong. All of them, they aim at the same direction, but they use different techniques. Let's start with the first one, cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy, it says by its name, it focuses on mainly cognitions and how cognitions influence our behavior. By cognitions, we mean any thought and thought process that we do. I believe that this is an integral part of our awareness, the fact that we have thought awareness. We know what we're thinking, why we're thinking it, why is that so intense, what is the focus of our thoughts or the styles of our thoughts. CBT focuses on identifying and changing negative beliefs, negative thought patterns, and behaviors that follow them. It targets thought patterns and behaviors. It emphasizes practical strategies and skills. And that's why you see sometimes there is even a very short therapy treatment plan that follows CBT, maybe 6 up to 10 sessions that you can do, because it focuses entirely on the cognitive part. And it's ideal for somebody who's looking for a specific concrete solution. Now, schema therapy. What about schema therapy? Schema therapy is an approach that focuses on needs, underlying patterns, and beliefs that developed, that we call schemas, beliefs that developed in childhood. By schemas, we mean what are the core beliefs and the patterns we developed based on experiences from our childhood. This is where schema therapy goes in order to dig out that secret, that memory, or that wound that we have hidden and heal in it in the present moment. It doesn't mean that it focuses only in the past. No, it just takes this experience and brings it to the present and boosts what you already have as a healthy part at the moment. It uses a combination of cognitive, behavioral, and experiential techniques. And it's really suitable for more long-standing issues, something that has started a long time ago. And it aims at healing deep-seated emotional wounds. And for those who seek long-lasting change and self-awareness, this is ideal. Have you heard about dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, as we say? In DBT, we focus on acceptance and change strategies. DBT focuses on emotional regulation, especially when we experience distress intolerance. This is what DBT tries to create, to cultivate in us, how we can tolerate uncomfortable emotions. It is more effective for people who struggle with borderline personality disorder and mood disorders because, again, they struggle with intense emotions and impulsivity. And DBT aims at regulating emotions and providing coping skills that bring more emotional stability. Let's go to number 4, person-centered therapy. It emphasizes empathy, authenticity, genuineness, and unconditional positive regard. It focuses on the client's self-discovery, finding yourself. And what is a little bit different in person-centered is that it's a non-directive approach. It allows the client to lead where the client wants to go. As I said before, emphasizes empathy and unconditional love, unconditional acceptance. It's ideal for clients who seek self-exploration and a lot of personal insights. And of course, those who want and value a supportive therapeutic relationship, they're going to find their style in person-centered therapy. This is where you build a really collaborative and supportive therapeutic relationship with your therapist. Existential therapy, as the name says, again, it focuses on the human experience and the search of meaning, explores existential themes such as freedom, life, death, responsibility, meaning of life. It encourages individuals to confront life's ultimate questions. Why am I here? What's my purpose in life? What's the point? What's the impact, the contribution that I have in the world? What makes me happy? What doesn't make me happy? What gives meaning to my life? It's ideal for those who are grappling with existential crisis or identity issues, especially if there's a moment in your life where you really want to find yourself, connect with yourself. This is the approach that will really help you. And as I said, it supports you in finding purpose and authenticity. Next one, probably you've heard it, it's one of the oldest, psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis, it's a depth-oriented approach that explores the unconscious mind. This is where we focus on unconscious process, something that has happened, it directs your life or maybe sabotages your life, but you're not aware of it. This is where we bring the unconscious to the conscious. And that can be childhood experiences, that can be feelings that you have suppressed. Psychoanalysis also emphasizes on the therapeutic relationship and transference. All the feelings that you have been suppressing or holding inside for somebody else, they will come up in the surface towards your therapist. And that's the perfect moment that you and your therapist grab this feeling and analyze it and process it. Where is it coming from? Who is it aiming to? And it's ideal for those who want to bring more insight into their unconscious patterns and conflicts, especially inner conflicts. If you're looking for something long-term and very intensive and an intensive exploration and more self-awareness and emotional healing, psychoanalysis is for you. Next one, systemic therapy. Systemic therapy is, again, what the name says, it focuses it views individuals within the context of their relationships, aka systems. Systems, we mean relationships, groups of people. So it considers the individual through their family dynamics, through their relational patterns. It explores how these systems, how these relationships influence their individual behavior. And especially it's ideal for those who are struggling with relational or family issues. If you are looking for systemic therapy, you are going to definitely improve your relationships through that. You're going to improve communication, you're going to be more open, and you're going to be able to create more balanced and healthy relationships. It is a holistic understanding of relationships. Let me talk about another one that probably you haven't heard very often, but it is really becoming more and more popular. Compassion focused therapy. Again, the name says it all. It emphasizes the cultivation of compassion and self kindness. We focus on cultivating compassion for ourselves, but also for others, and is ideal for those who have a very loud inner critic, who are really bombarded with negative thoughts, who doubt about themselves, who devalue themselves very often. And it addresses shame, self criticism, and inner conflict. It uses a lot of mindfulness and imagery and exercises that bring more balance into our nervous system. And it's ideal for those who want to heal their emotional wounds, but with kindness and understanding. And they want to start seeing people through this same perspective of kindness and understanding. Acceptance and commitment therapy. Again, the name says it all. It's a mindful based approach that focuses on acceptance and value driven action. What do we mean acceptance? It doesn't mean we give up, we just settle. Acceptance means that we create a safe space for our thoughts and for our feelings. And that's what ACT, acceptance and commitment therapy, it's teaching us how to do. It encourages us to be mindful in the present moment, to be aware of what is happening in the present moment. Usually, we're attracted to the future and scared by all worst case scenarios, or we feel guilty about the past. But then ACT brings us to the present moment, being aware, making the most of it, feeling present in this moment. And also, it focuses on values, what we can focus on so that we can live a meaningful life. What do we value as human beings? It's ideal for those who are struggling with avoidance, experiential avoidance. They avoid their feelings, they avoid uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable emotions. So it brings more emotional flexibility. The next one, Gestalt Therapy. Gestalt therapy is also another holistic and experiential approach. It emphasizes awareness, integration, and personal responsibility. It focuses on the here and now. This is where your therapist will ask you questions about what is happening with you at the present moment. They will pick some cues from your body, from your facial expressions. They will bring you more awareness, but also they will cultivate this personal responsibility that you take ownership of how you show up in the world. What's the message that you convey to other people? It emphasizes awareness of thoughts and feelings, and it also uses experiential techniques such as chair work, empty chair exercises, or role play. And it's really ideal for those that they want to actually explore unresolved conflicts, unresolved emotions in themselves, and become more aware and authentic of how they show up in the outside world. Last but not least, my another favorite of mine, emotionally focused therapy. This is the approach that focuses on emotions and attachment style. It brings more awareness of how we attach with other people, how we react when we feel lonely, when we feel rejected, when we feel unloved, uh, and or what we do in order to bring back and repair this relationship. So it targets patterns of interaction and emotional responses. It uses a lot of experiential techniques in order to promote emotional connection. It's really useful for couples that they want to bring connection, intimacy, trust, respect, and care back in their relationship. And of course, they want to benefit from that by improving their communication and strengthen their emotional bond. That was 11 therapeutic approaches. I know it's a lot, but maybe in some of them you really heard something that resonates with your needs. As I said, there's no right or wrong. It's what suits what you really need at this moment. Another piece of good news is that if you're looking for a therapist who is trained in one or more of these, probably the chances are that you're going to find one in anti-loneliness. So there is a team of 20 psychologists working and being ready to support you, being glad actually to support you with your awareness and your relationships and mental health. And you're going to find us at antiloneliness.com. Reach out to us, and one of us is there ready to help you and promote and support you and promote your mental health and your healthy relationships. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, don't forget to put them into the comments, and I will be happy to address them and give you even more information. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take good care of yourself.